Hey, what's up, everybody? Pat here, great for recovering alcoholic and addict, just like every day. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe, leave the video a like, drop me a comment, and by all means, share it with anybody you think might get something out of it. How is everybody today, guys? I like to share at the beginning of these videos. I'm just getting back from I'm doing the video a little late. I'm getting back from my doctor's appointment. Today, I went and got my Sublocade shot, my monthly Sublocade injection today. And this is what, November? So I've got one more scheduled next month in December, and I believe one after that for January. And then I'll have to talk with my doctors. I think that might be the end of my year commitment, Sublocade, but I'll be thrilled to be not on any medication. Though I will say, Sublocade being a non-narcotic does not get you high. Monthly injection, you can't be abused. It has given me a great sense of security through this first year of recovery. Knowing, and I think, and I say this because, guys, it's a big thing when you know you're being injected monthly with an opiate blocker. It takes so much of that thought of going out and using on a day-to-day basis, particularly early recovery. It was a fantastic thing for me because I never even pondered it, and I don't know if it's because of the spiritual principles and the recovery program that I'm working, or if it was just the added benefit of knowing that I can't go use. I would literally die before I felt the high of any drugs that I used. So I never considered actually relapsing, which is amazing. Like that's something I could never say in early recovery. Like before, I would be constant thoughts of drugs, and I talk about my experience, strength, and my hope. But one thing I've not had any cravings to get high since I started taking this, and that's huge, big deal for me. Guys, we're gonna go with the actual. We're gonna do the just for today. No, sorry, just for today. The Alcoholics Anonymous daily reflection reading today because I really like this reading. A sense of belonging. Perhaps one of the greatest rewards of meditation and prayer is the sense of belonging that comes to us. That's what it is, belonging. After a session of meditation, I knew the feeling I was experiencing was a sense of belonging because I was so relaxed. I felt quieter inside, more willing to discard little irritations. I appreciated my sense of humor. What I also experience in my daily practice is the sheer pleasure of belonging to the creative flow of God's world. How wonderful for us that prayer and meditation are written right into our AA way of life. And I know it's a short reading today, guys, but it's big. Anything I see that comes up with prayer and meditation, I love to do readings and I love to do topics on because they're literally my two favorite topics, guys. The tool that that I've been using and continue to use the absolute most is prayer and meditation. I start my day in prayer every morning, and that's been a big deal for me, guys. One thing I always did was get up every morning. I'd stay in bed to the last minute till I had to get up and run to work, or the boss is calling or somebody's calling, and I would get up frantic every single day, rush through my morning, run out of the house. Usually leaving something behind, or if I didn't have drugs to get up and get high, I wouldn't even leave the house. Now I get up every morning. And guys, I'm usually a little sore and stiff, particularly this morning. I'm having issues with my left hip from a car accident years ago. I suspect in the next coming years it's going to have to be replaced because it's getting progressively worse, is what it is. And I'll deal with that when need be. But yes, so I get up in the morning, I kind of see how I'm feeling, and I get up and use the bathroom, and I come back and I drop to my knees and I go to my morning prayers. It doesn't matter if the phone rings ahead of time, if it goes off in text, I won't answer it. I won't even look at it. It's a promise I made to myself, is that I won't do anything before I've centered myself and grounded myself in prayer. And what a difference that has made, right? I get up early today, whether I'm going to the gym or if I have an early appointment. I get up, I do my prayers, and then I come out and I check my computer. I respond to emails because I typically don't look at my emails during the day. I just deal with text. And I take my morning vitamins and prepare I drink a breakfast drink, or I prepare my breakfast drink, and then I head out the door to go get my coffee. And it's made such a difference, guys. I keep lists today. I do journaling. I do writing in my videos every night. Like these are the things that have made a huge difference. Because for me, paying attention to what I'm doing, what I'm, what I need, what my responsibilities are, my tasks that I have for the day, how I'm feeling, how I'm progressing, where my head's at, what am I looking forward to. These are huge things, and again, a big part of it for me. I've taken prayer one step further than that. Prayer is a big part of it for me. One step further, anything I feel, I can't even say that I'm anxious very much, but anything I start to get an anxious feeling about, I immediately bring up in prayer, and particularly, and it's usually more often than not, it's usually at nighttime, because I'll be going over what I have to do the next day, and that's when, if I have something I'm not 100% sure on, if I haven't done it before, I will bring that up in my prayers, and I'll just speak to God and say, God, I'm going to do this because I know if you didn't want me doing it, it wouldn't be a desire, it wouldn't be an opportunity, or it wouldn't be a challenge. And if I know something's not right, I'll ask God. God, if I turn down a job, I turn this job down. God, was this the right move? I don't feel I'm qualified. Am I not giving myself enough confidence? And then I meditate after my prayers at night, and typically the answers come to me. So I don't always, pop into my head immediately like a light bulb moment, but typically by the next morning when I wake up after having gone to bed in meditation, I'll get up and say my prayers again, and by the time I finish saying those prayers, the answers are there. Like, I've decided whether I'm going to take the job on, or more often, it's usually a job I'll take on. There's very few I won't unless they're really not something that's up my alley. Um, so yes, more often than not, it's like if it's anxiety over something, that's usually because there's a step that I need to take that I haven't taken yet and I hadn't considered yet, and boom, more often than not, than I'm finding after praying and meditating the night before and then praying in the morning, I know what step to take, and it's been absolutely beautiful. Like, it just gives me my sense of direction. Then on top of that, I hadn't really considered the sense of belonging that comes along with that until I did this reading. And again, I share these things because what a great reason to stay in the literature, guys. Like, it's just a great daily reminder, whether it's the Just for Today NA meditation or the Alcoholics Anonymous daily reflection, or any of so many other beautiful pieces of literature that are out there that you could feed yourself on a daily basis. But I absolutely get a sense of belonging out of prayer and meditation. I feel I have a one-on-one conscious contact with my higher power, whom I choose to call God, and that's the most important relationship in my life. I say that all the time. It's my two most important relationships, and all of your two most important relationship is that the one with yourself and the one with your higher power. So before I got into prayer and meditation, and even particularly prayer, I didn't have that relationship. So one of the two most important relationships that I have in my life today is a direct gift and a direct result from consistently praying. Never mind the fact that my entire recovery program was started in prayer. Never mind the fact that I got so many great ideas and so many so many good directional steps through meditation. But yes, we'll stick to the sense of belonging. So again, having the relationship with God, restoring the relationship with myself, because again, it's been praying about the things that I'm concerned about. And again, I remember walking into rehab, with tears in my eyes, saying to God, I don't know who I am, I don't know what matters to me, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with my life, I don't know what my life's going to look like. These are all things that have been answered in the most amazing ways, miraculous ways that I was not capable of doing by myself, but begun because I asked for them in prayer, and then I listened to my answers in meditation. These are all the strengths that I have today. Those things that I was so afraid of, I now all the things that bring joy and beauty and opportunity and prosperity into my life today. Like, it's shocking to me, guys. The sense of belonging. Never mind the fact I've taken it a step further and I joined the AA group. So now I have a sense of belonging to a recovery community where most of my friends that I have in my life today, that's where I've gotten those. I've taken it a step further and been invited and allowed to chair the group. So now I get to be of service to the group, and I get more out of that. I hope others do as well. I get great feedback on it. People seem to think it's a good fit for me. I have a voice that carries. But like the sense of belonging, the sense of community that I get from my meeting, The amazing feelings I get when people look up to me and congratulate me and tell me I'm doing a good thing and good service and they appreciate my service and all these beautiful things that come from that, right? The sense of just fulfillment that I get when I'm helping somebody else. And I get there early every Friday now. And that's the thing, guys. By stepping up and chairing my meeting, I've become so much more involved. I reach out to people. People are more apt to know my name because, again, I'm running the meeting. So I get there early. I wait outside. I greet people. I say hi. I ask people how they're doing. If somebody looks like they're down, I get a chance to sit down and talk with them, and just share experiences and see how they're doing, and see if I can uplift them and help them along their path, and that help in turn helps me along my path. But again, that is a sense of belonging. Like I feel like I have a place that's important. I have to go to every week, and not have to, but I mean I go to because I want to. And when I say I have to, because for me I have to go there. Like nothing else will stop me. That's the most important thing. I own a business, and my this is a meeting that's a noontime meeting during the day on Friday, which used to be one of my busiest days, and I've literally tailored my appointment schedule so that I can be there every Friday because that is the most important thing I have in my week, and I absolutely love it. The sense of belonging that comes from doing the the YouTube channel. I regular people leaving comments and watching the videos. I've gotten to know so many people on here. I've got friends all over the world now. I've got friends in Malaysia and in Europe and the Midwest and Australia and Scotland and like that's absolutely amazing. Like I've never had such a sense of belonging as I do today. And it's because I started it in prayer and I take it a step further and I listen for my answers in meditation. I work my recovery program in every way, shape, or form that I can think of. I mean, not, again, I could do more. There's nights that I come back after I do my video. There's men's meetings at nights. There's different meetings at night. I could step up more. But I have my routine, and I think it's working really well today. I do something recovery related first thing every morning because the very first thing I do after I say my prayers is I thank God for my sobriety, and I ask Him to help me maintain my sobriety throughout another 24-hour period because I've got a deadly disease. And so long as I do these steps, these simple, repetitive steps, then I get a daily reprieve from a deadly disease that wants to take me out. And that's a beautiful thing, and I'm going to keep on doing it. Guys, we're going to keep it, it's a short reading, so we'll keep it a short video. Thank each and every one of you for being here with me. Thank you so very much. Always remember, God loves you. I love you. We'll see you in the next one.